Hi everyone, Vladimir is here and today I'm going to do a short review of the game called MidBoss. So MidBoss is a dungeon crawler where you get to possess the bodies of your defeated enemies. By defeating more enemies and playing these characters, you unlock new skills and are able to use their skill sets even when you possess some other monster. That opens a room for many different skill combinations and character builds. So the game has some good sides. Namely, it's the main game idea. There are a lot of monsters with unlockable abilities, and you have to unlock them on every run, but hey, this is a dungeon crawler roguelike, so I think it's only fair. And you have to combine those abilities into character builds, and there are really a lot of opportunities to build your characters, because I would say that game has plenty of monsters whose abilities you can use. Each monster can have 3 abilities of his own equipped at the time. Some monsters don't have 3 abilities, but a lot of them have more than 3 abilities, so it also opens the room for strategizing and choosing the abilities correctly. So overall, I think this part of the game is very well thought out. Also, I really liked how new rounds are handled. The beginning gets repetitive since you encounter the same monsters all the time when you start a new game, but there's this system called grave goods that allows you to transfer 1 item from your previous characters and up to 6 items total if you have multiple playthroughs. And this really helps to alleviate the random factor and introduces this missing roguelike element. Your levels and abilities are not saved from run to run, but those items, no matter what decisions you took before, you will be stronger on the next walkthroughs if you are using the grave goods system properly. So yeah, you can transfer that cool sword from the previous run and this armor that will help you at the beginning of the game and will get you much further, where you will be able to, find better armor or better sword, which will improve your next playthrough, and so on and so on. Overall, the art is also not bad and it's done with consistent style. It's a bit generic for a dungeon crawler, but I would not say that it is low quality. Having said that, the game has some bad sides. Overall, this random generation, the rooms often feel empty and not decorated enough. And additionally, the random generation also strongly affects the loot, so there will be games that you lose simply because the randomly generated items were not strong enough. There are not many stats compared to other roguelikes. When you level up, you choose 1 out of 4 stats only. Those affect your other attributes like damage or block chance or magic resistance, which are plenty, but yeah, in that regard you have only 1 of 4 to choose from, and leveling up your main character is pretty limited. The UI deserves extra mention because menus are a bit clumsy. You cannot bind items on hotkeys, even activated items, at least I could not find a way to do this, and you also cannot equip items at once when you see them on the ground and you pick them. Even if you right click on them, you always have to open inventory and choose them before re-equipping it. This creates a bit weird situation because when the item drops you can clearly see that it's better, but you cannot equip it on one simple click. Instead you have to open the inventory. It's not terrible, but it gets annoying after some time. Also, the fonts deserve extra mention because they are blurry and hard to read. The whole game graphics are blurred out, and probably by intention, which is totally fine, but I'm assuming that the blur shader is applied for the whole scene on rendering, and I feel that it should not be done this way because the good idea is to render UI and text after the relevant gameplay scene has been rendered with all the necessary shaders. My eyes were not getting tired, but that font blurriness overall impacts the UX and decreases the perceived quality of the game. So to sum it up, compared to other roguelikes, the game is remarkably easy to get into that, but it does not make it easy to play, so there's definitely that there. The main possession mechanics is deep and well thought out, but other aspects don't feel that very well developed compared to other dungeon crawlers. I can recommend the game to those who are looking for a way to get into the genre, or just don't enjoy crawlers where you have to read tons of text, because overall the game is good. However, MidBoss seems quite overpriced right now. and I'd personally wait for maybe 66% discount and grab it close to $5 or your regional equivalent, simply because there are other good alternatives on the market for $15. Thank you for watching. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and if you want to see some other game review, make sure to leave a comment below or join our Steam or Facebook pages linked below. Vladimir is out. Bye!